Deepak, welcome to this show. We are thankful, we are grateful to you for sparing time to speak to us and to our audience. We'd like to know something about your own or credentials, please.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, I'm thankful for having me, for giving me this opportunity to share my views on the life, on the corporate life, about Indian economy, and also I will say something about the world. So, as we all know, the life, it is a journey for each of us. When we born, then we grow, we study, then we do preparation for the competitive examinations, then we grow more, then we search for the job, then we got married, children and all. So life is a long process, and in this life we do learn and unlearn. And if I say something about me, I was I born and brought up in Delhi only, and I did my schooling from normal schools. Then I did my college from government college, and then I did my company secretary professional examination. I managed to clear it somehow. Then I got a job, good job. I was doing good in my job some 30 years ago. I was successful, doing good in the job, but I used to be a shy person. I used to speak less with the people. I remained reserved with the people and all. And people used to say to me normally, my relatives, my well-wisher, open up, discuss the things with the others. But I used to, I prefer to remain reserved. And few people used to call me introverts, introverts. The people who think about themselves. And then the life was going on when I was working in a good company as a company secretary. I was heading a department. But some 20 years ago, something happens in the life, a setback, a setback, something happens in the life. We used to call it adversity. So I was not doing good in that period of time. It was like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So then someone told me that it is happening to you because of your bad karma, because of your kismat, your luck, your past life, and because of other various things. Why don't you?
I'd like to check you here, Deepak. How do you see the professional life, professional growth in your career, and how you have progressed, one, and secondly, the infrastructure development which we see around happening in Delhi, happening all over India, and for that matter, the global scenario.
Yes, definitely.
So we would request you to share your thoughts on that.
Definitely,
Thank you so much.
I'm coming to you. Definitely. So that period was a tough period. Then one day I realized that whatever is happening to me, it is happening because of my thoughts, my weak thoughts, my shyness and all. Then I started doing various research on the life, on spirituality, on wisdom, and I read a lot of things, a lot of books, good books. I read Gita, Upanishads and all, and then slightly the life starts growing. Then in the office, in the professional life, I got a very good job after doing my personal growth and recovery, and I became a company secretary of a medium large organization. I was heading the department, and then it was around 2008 when the India and the world faced recession. In the 2008, the India and the world faced recession. Then 2009, the things start improving. And in my case also, my life starts improving, particularly from April 2009, and slowly the growth in the country, in the world also starts growing up. And India started catching up with the world. The infrastructure in India, in Delhi, it is all started growing. I mean, the government announced various developments in Delhi, in India, and we really liked it. We were discussing that yeah, life is now improving. Delhi is now improving. India is now improving. So a lot of development was happening, and then 2014 came, and then even after 2014, a lot of changes starts being introduced by the then government, and the Delhi and the India, it is like booming. And at present we said that India is at present is the 5th largest economy, and in the futures, in the next 5 years, India may become the 3rd largest economy. And growth is happening, and infrastructure is booming in various parts of the Delhi, in all the metros. If you go around, you will see that everywhere you will find growth, and India is definitely catching up with the world and moving towards a developed India by 2047.
DJ, I would like to check you here. Do you see that India is facing financial crisis? If so, how India has been able to come out of that scenario, that crisis? Thank you for attempting to answer that.
India did face financial crisis in 2008, but now I don't think India is facing any financial crisis, and in fact India is doing good as compared to world. The US, the China, the Europe, they are not doing good, but India is definitely doing good, and everyone is watching. The world is watching India, how India will unfold in future. And in fact, if I can tell you, our youth, our people who are doing service in the abroad, they are looking towards India, and they want to come back to India because of all the growth is happening in the India infrastructure, in technology, in the AI. So we are definitely looking for a better India.
One single point which you would like to share here for the youth of India, whether they are settled in my country here or overseas. Any learning you would like to share with them?
Yes, definitely. I used to take various sessions for the youth in the colleges and all. So I always advise them that have some goals in your life, success goal, professional goals, and also have one spiritual goal in your life. And the spiritual goal can be that you should have a goal that I want to become a good human being. Everyone should have a goal that I want to become a good human being, and then have some professional goals, and never give up in your life. Because you know, Gupta ji, I mean, lives में ups and downs तो होते ही हैं, and there are many people who they come across any obstacles and they thought कि यार मेरी life बेकार है, कुछ नहीं हो सकता. So I always advise the youth that always be on the right path, and if any adversity comes across, never give up, and develop.
भारत में यूनाइटेड नेशंस में क्या योगदान दिया अभी तक, सिंगल पॉइंट वन, और क्या भारत जो है यूनाइटेड नेशंस को अपना योगदान दे सकता है, वेदर इट कुड बी साइंस, spiritual education, management education, or anything else which comes to your mind?
Yes, in fact, for the last few years, particularly 5 years, it is observed, it is said by various leaders in India and the world also, that all the world organizations like United Nations, World Bank, and even IMF, ADB, they are not doing good at present, and the way the India and the world is moving, they are not keeping pace with the world. Like climate is a very big concern, you know, and we have a climate. We need to tackle the climate finance. We need finance to tackle all the climate issues in the world, and all the big organizations in the world, United Nations and the World Bank, they need to facilitate the availability of finance to the developing countries, so that these developing countries can cope up with the changes of the climate change. And similarly, the world is facing various conflict, you know, 2-3 wars we are facing, Russia, Ukraine, and then Israel, Gaza, and then other conflicts. And I think somewhere in the world we are facing.
Yes,
we are not.
That is exactly
we are not
what we
doing
want
good as far as
to evolve
all the world
out of our
organizations are concerned,
discussions.
like United
That
Nations.
it is
United Nations
these
का क्या role है?
small
We all know.
nitty-gritties
Have they
actually
been
go on
effective?
to close
If
that
they have been effective,
that deal
I think
and
these
get across
conflicts could
that
have
those
been avoided.
volumes, including the
So
margins.
it is, and India can very well contribute, because India, we are having a good leadership at present, and India is a spiritual country. India can advise the world on spirituality, humanity, non-violence, because we had all those great leaders, Mahatma Gandhi, Mahavira, Gautam Buddha, Upanishads, Gita. What all the scriptures advised? They advised that we should be on a path of truth, non-violence, spirituality.
But aren't they a little
that can
derogative
ultimately
or
lead
even
to,
negative in a certain
good
sense?
karma, growth, good life, better life.
In one sentence, how would you see DMA can contribute to the national development and global development? Just one sentence, sir. Deepak ji.
Yeah. DMA, Delhi Management Association. So our work is that we should promote good management practices. So DMA should promote good management practices in the corporate sector. Like for example,
so
I
it
am
is
promoting
important
ESG.
that the
So ESG
salesperson is
also a management
aware
practice,
that
taking care of the
irrespective of
environment,
the
taking
fact
care
that
of
the
society,
retailer
taking care
himself
of
is
the
saying
good
no, he
governance.
has all the
This
products.
management practices, DMA,
The salesperson should make
promote in the
a conscious
corporate sector
effort
on
to
wherever
go there
possible.
and see what are
Because,
of
in
his
future,
lines,
we can
what
survive
is missing and
grow
what is there and not there.
only with the help of a discipline, a standard. We call it ESG, taking care of environment, society and good governance.
दीपक जी, आपका हमारे से बात करने के लिए हार्दिक अभिनंदन.
Thank you.
We would like to have you again also. धन्यवाद आपका. Thank you so much.